So this is a list here, I guess, of every single Super Sentai team that has ever existed, minus, of course, Zenkaiger, which was before this came out. So I got a good list over here. You can see the cursor over here. I can point to each individual team, and I'll tell you what I remember about each individual Sentai, the ones I watched fully from beginning to end. I'm going to be going to spoilers here, so in case you want to know what the hook or twist is in certain seasons and stuff like that there, I'm going to be going over them. But not every single thing in there, just what I took from them and why it was cool to me. This is going from, well, I don't want to say what happens in Jetman, because that's too much going on in there. So I guess I'll start with Time Ranger. Time Ranger was the first one I ever saw, aka Time Force in America. So it was at the Mega Ranger. So Car Ranger, Cucky Ranger, Mighty Morphin, aka Jew Ranger. O Ranger is right here. Die Ranger is right here. Go 5. Wild Force, aka Gower Ranger. Headache Blue. Okay, so here we go. Time Ranger. So here we go. Time Ranger. The main thing I remember about Time Ranger was that the bad guys were really messed up in there. One of the bad guys smoked a cigar a lot in there. They cut out in the American version. And some of the villains look exactly like they do in the American version, which is cool. But I remember that there was like an ominous presence in Time Ranger that didn't reveal themselves at the very end. I was kind of disappointed by that one. But overall, I enjoyed the series for what it was. Headache Ranger, one of the best intro songs of all time. I'm not going to see what happens with the Green Ranger. Completely different what happens in the American version. I like the cast chemistry between them. The side rangers over here are much more aggressive in the Japanese version, so I like that part. And the bad guy, the villains in there are pretty extreme, and they do really bad things to get their way. I'll put it that way. And the intro changed depending on the number of villains left. So when one of them died, they disappeared from the intro. That was really cool to me. So that was my thing with Headache Ranger. I didn't see Gone Ranger. Didn't see Go 5. So, yeah, we can skip pretty much everything up here. So let's go. I didn't see Abba Ranger. It's goofy, but when Abba Killer right here gets introduced, it gets more serious. So I'll have to look at that one later. From yellow to green, that's Majin Ranger. Power of the Sun over here. You see here. So like the main hook of this one was that they're all a family. And he marries into the family by marrying Blue. Cool intro. This is the most kick-ass team of the entire group. I'm not gonna lie. They're the most kick-ass one. They are the ones that get shit done really quick, really fast. Of the entire fucking thing I've ever seen here, entire thing, they get shit done. The main bad guy dies within like a couple episodes, bro. Maybe less like 7 to 8 episodes out of the whole 50 or whatever. He dies quick. Another one takes his place. He dies quick too. They don't fuck around. Definitely number one when it comes to ass kickers. Definitely number one out of them all. So yeah, do not fuck with that team, bro. An important team member dies in the first couple episodes. So that's some shit right there. So like, yeah, do not fuck with this team, bro. Number one. They definitely strongest one of them all. Shit. I couldn't believe how many main bad guys died so quickly. Bokenger, I was not really along for the ride with the whole Precious thing. I watched the whole thing because Yellow was cute and Pink Ranger was cute. That's the main reason why I was looking at it, to be honest. Intro song was kind of mid, and the coolest transformation sequence happened with the Black Ranger when he transformed with the bullets. I liked SPD, and I liked Decker Ranger, the whole detective thing and police thing about them. That was pretty cool. But I never really was invested a whole lot into Decker Ranger, and I was extremely disappointed when they never explained how the mask fit on the dog's face, Even in the Japanese version, they saved it till the very end to ask that question, and they answered with silence. I was really pissed off. It was like a special thing, but they never explained it, bro. Fuck a Wanderer. Next. Go Sager. Where's Geki Ranger? I thought it was before this one. So Go Sager. This one was definitely more extreme than I thought it was going to be. A lot of main bad guys died by killing each other. And there was a sneaky force burrowing from underneath that the bad guys didn't see was growing stronger and stronger to the point where it was barely untouchable, barely unbeatable. So this was really, really good. The Japanese version, the American version didn't talk about that one at all. But yeah, but there was a throwaway bad guy who was actually getting stronger and stronger as the episodes gone on. As his masters were getting killed, he kept on getting body parts and got stronger and stronger as it went on. I was really intrigued by the way that was done. Yeah, Geki Ranger's over here, which is definitely before Gokaiger, which is weird. Anyway, so Gokaiger, Basco's awesome. I liked the Prince guy dying quickly off of them. They didn't take shit from that as well. Just transforming into the other Pet Sentai, that's really cool stuff there. I don't need to say much about Gokaiger. Everyone knows why Gokaiger is the best. Let's move on. Shinkenger, I didn't see everything on that one, but those who see it love it to death there. I'm looking forward to seeing why one of these days. Geki Ranger, the main thing about the Geki Ranger, Red Ranger was really cool, over the top, kind of stuff. But the main hook about this one is that the top bad guy, who's not in the intro for a while, he comes in eventually. He's like, he has gold hair and stuff like that. He's the only villain I've ever seen in this entire thing. He can't die. He literally can't die. They put every single trick in the book to kill this guy. He can't die. He cannot die. Boom, bam, it does not matter. They went up close to it inside of his body. Nothing. You cannot kill this guy. He got stronger and stronger as the shows went on and on, as his deceit grew stronger and stronger, to the point where he could not be killed. So how did the series end if he couldn't be killed? Because every other villain got killed at the very end, except for this one. So how did they kill him? Oh, spoiler time. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, they didn't. They captured him, and they put him in a place where he could not return. Eventually, he did return, but they put him back into another place where he couldn't return from. So yeah, he could not die. To Kitty. Killrager, didn't watch it. The Ninja, bordering on Kitty, but not, but enough. This is another family of Rain. Not all of them are family. They're all family members here, but not this one. Some of them are family. Red Ranger, White Ranger, Momo Ninja, they're related. Foreign to them. I believe Yellow's related to Red. I'm not sure about Pink, so that's another story over there. The main hook of the Ninja was the fact that the Red Ranger, the sensei, the Zordon, if you will, was also a previous Ranger. He had his own individual outfits. And there's another father, a bumbling guy in there who was scarred from being a ranger. Eventually, they get their shit in gear and they combine together to fight an evil force in there. Also, one of the other bad guys in the show is really cool. Eventually, he cools down on the Rangers. And it was a really cool moment when you see all three, father, son, and grandfather, working together against the bad guys. Really cool stuff. I saw a little bit of this one just because Gokaiger was in this particular show, so I skipped a majority of it. I liked this guy's character, the World. I liked his character, but I did not really watch the beginning parts of this one. I think since Gokaiger was there around episode 30 or so, I watched the entire thing all the way to the end. So like his thing, one of the cool things about this one was when they transformed one time, he literally became as strong as a Zord without getting that big. I was like, it was and really cool animation effects when he went into the whole thing. So yeah, it was really cool, really awesome to see there. So it was definitely cool to see that power up that this Ranger had for sure. It was awesome. Fuck Tilkuger, their kids, who fucking cares? Go Busters, Buddy Roids, I skipped it. Lupin versus Pats. The whole X thing in the middle guy, he was playing both sides there. Cops over here, bad guys over here. They steal, but for a good cause because they have to save their friends and family. And they didn't care about that one because they're stealing. So that was a whole economy thing. They never got really together until like very, very rare moments when that happened. The gimmick with the show is they can only kill bad guys by unlocking a safe, getting their treasure, and then you can kill them because their treasure and the monsters give them power. Once you take that away, they have no power, and you can make them explode. But sometimes they'll have multiple locks on them that need to be unlocked at the same time, and it gets tricky. So, and it's rare when you see that kind of stuff. So that was the hook of the main series, X, and the whole unlocking of safes to get the treasure. And sometimes they helped to unlock safes, and they're not supposed to do that because they're cops. Another Dino Sentai, I skipped it. They got all of them here. Oh my god, they got all of them. Q Rangers' main thing it wasn't just Q means 9, but in this show there was 12 Rangers. So they got all 12 here, 5, and then 5. Yep, they got all 12 here. The kid was really cool. He grew up like a gigantic size, but he was rarely in the show. He came, this guy, the Phoenix Ranger, came very late in the show there. I liked his abilities with staff. The staff and cane powers he had was really cool. So, like, all the Rangers over here had each individual cool powers. So I watched because of that one, because they all had unique cool powers, for sure. And Kid Major, I watched this whole one. I like the shiny aspect of the gems and the jewels, stuff like that. Red Ranger was pretty cool. He drew things into existence, and they were always amazed by that kind of stuff. The Pink Ranger and the Green Ranger were pretty cute, so I watched because of that as well. So yeah, so that was my thing about the Super Sentais that I watched. I guess I'll have a little bit of time. Die Ranger. Die Ranger's intro's the shit there. It changed every single episode. The White Ranger was a perv. He came like in the middle-ish of the series, so you never knew what he was going to do in there. And yeah, that's why I was watching Die Ranger. Let me see here. Mega Ranger. Mega Ranger teamed the school, the school kids, and they had robots in space. And for the time, they had technology to beat up the bad guys, which was kind of rare back then to see. So I liked watching the technological thing from then back in the mid to late '90s. So I was watching because of the technology stuff. Skip Power Ranger for obvious reasons. Cuck Ranger was really cool because the White Ranger felt she was the better leader than the Red Ranger, and the dichotomy between them two, the fighting, if you will, was really cool to watch. So that's why that was a good series to watch and enjoy. And of course, Jetman, which is probably up here somewhere, is because it was a really adult-natured series. The right here, yellow to black right here. There's no extra Ranger, just yellow to black there. There's a lot of conflicting drama in the series that made it very interesting to watch. So yeah, they didn't pull any punches when it comes to the show, and it was very adult natured in that aspect. So I watched because of that one. So yep, that's the experience I have with all the Super Sentais that I've watched since I was a kid. So yeah, I could have zoomed in at any point, but yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite things to watch. Going from like a teenager to now, and I'll continue watching that until I die because I don't think Super Sentai is ever going to die. In Japan, they do not end things very quickly. They do not end it, so they just don't really. Like 3-4 years, like they really don't like to end things, especially when they got all these cool, unique ideas like this. Shit. All right, that's it for now. Clack off.